What's up with y'all young boys? Welcome back. So I'm over here working on the 5.7 right now, right? Got the passenger side valve cover off. Right now I'm about to get all the rocker arms off on both sides, but I just got a crazy new package, right, from MMX. It's something very special, a big part of this build. Let me show you this right quick. So my hands are dirty right now, so bear with me. I don't really want to touch much of this stuff right now, but I got the two adapter plates to the Eagle cylinder heads right here for the Hellcat Supercharger. I got the two pulleys. I got a pulley bracket, and I got a custom pulley. And got the hardware, whole bunch of head bolts, right? So I opted to get the head bolt kit when well, the whole entire gasket kit, head bolts, all the necessities. I opted to get that just so I can have these just in case I want to build something else, just in case I take the heads off to something else that has a 5.7. I actually opted to get the head bolts. I'm going to be going with ARP hardware, so I mean, it's good to have for now. I also got the MDS plugs right here. I got timing cover gasket right there, different head gaskets, which they're back there, and I got a couple other things, but hey, right now I'm waiting for the custom grind camshaft. That's going to be in soon. The guy just emailed me asking me for a couple more things, couple more specs for the custom grind camshaft. So right now that's the last piece of the puzzle that I'm waiting for. There's a couple more things that I have to get, but for the stuff that I ordered, that's the last thing. I also got a new cam bolt too. So all this stuff is coming in motion right now. This right here, honestly, if it wasn't for MMX, because they're literally the only company right now that makes a 5.7 Hemi adapter plate to the Hellcat Supercharger. MMX is the only company right now that makes it, that I've found at least. Of course, you can get them. I mean, anybody can make these. It's literally just metal. Literally just metal. Anybody can make them, honestly. You put a gasket in it, literally anybody can make them. If you have a CNC machine, go ahead, make them, sell them. But honestly, they're the only company right now that's making them. But let's get back to the 5.7. Let me show you guys something. All right, so on the 5.7, this side right here, passenger side, this side is horrible. I literally had to do so much extra stuff. I had to get my fingers, both hands, both pointer fingers, and I had to do the weirdest motion ever. I'm telling you, the way they fit these in these vehicles, I'm even surprised they even fit in the first place. Honestly, I don't even know how these things fit. Don't mind my little tissue. I don't know if you guys seen that in the video, but I just put tissue in there for now. When I actually did a TikTok video where I actually put the Hellcat blower on top of this, and I really wanted to mock it up to see how it's going to look. It looks so fire on this, and I really want to get the Hellcat valve covers too, because I think that's going to tie this in very well. It's going to look like a Hellcat engine, but it's not. It's a 5.7. And it's probably going to make more to the wheel than a Hellcat, honestly. Custom grind cam, ported heads, all the 9 yards. It's going to be fire, honestly. It really is. But took the bolts out of these. I don't know if I did that last video. Took the bolts out of those. Now we have to start getting the passenger and driver side rocker arms off. So I'll snap back to you when I have this side off. Hey, so when you're taking this off right here, this side rocker arm, well, all the rocker arms, this is a 10 millimeter, right? I would advise you to use a breaker bar, right? Because these things are actually torqued down. You're supposed to torque them down at least. I don't know the exact spec for it yet, but when you're using this, use a breaker bar, then you go ahead, break it loose a little bit, right? And you go ahead and just hand loosen them like this. It's not hard at all to take these off, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts, right? You take that out, this whole shaft comes off, and then you can go ahead and take your push rods out. All right, that one's out right there. Push rods right here, right? You got 4 intake, 4 exhaust. This is the rocker shaft right here. when you take it out, make sure you keep that little square part on there, and literally after you're done on both of them, it literally just slides up. Simple as that. Like, all you have to do, right, undo these. Come on. It's really in there too, so I usually just do this part by hand, just like that. You really have to dig in on this side. You really have to dig in, especially because as you're taking them out, the rocker shaft is going to start falling a little bit. As you guys can see, look, it's falling. So let me put you guys down right quick. Hopefully this is a good angle so you guys can see me, but literally, let me push this up a little, wiggle it. Gets a little bit harder. Jesus Christ, hurt my finger. Come on, come out of there. You know you want to come. Come on. Right there, just like that. That's it. Hold the shaft up a little bit, and you got it. And take the last one out. Oh, I was kind of in there, but yeah, that one has to. Might have to loosen that a little bit. I can't get it with my. Maybe I have a 10 mil. Give me a second. A 10 mil socket right here. Let's see. Come on, get on there. Yep. Come on. All right. It's starting to fall even more now. So the thing is loose. Yep. It's real loose. I can get it by the middle. All right, it's almost there. Come on, come on. And just like that, rocker shaft is out. Make sure you keep these. All right, and then you grab you guys again. So when you're taking them out, literally the push rods just slide out like that. You can literally just take them out. Kind of hard to take them out. These, I'm not gonna be reusing these push rods, so I mean, it's whatever, honestly. Another one out. Get the last one out. Come on. This one is gonna be hard to take out. All right, got you. Slid right out. Look at that. Now, all you have to do, right, to take the head off, undo all the head bolts, right? And make sure when you guys are untorquing anything, breaking any of these bolts, right, make sure you actually use a 6-point socket and not a 12-point. When you use a 12-point, especially for breaking stuff, you have a high possibility of stripping, rounding out. Just it's not a good day. You don't want to round out these bolts at all, especially bolts on the cylinder head. You do not want to do it. I actually had a bolt round out on this thing, right? I had to drill it out. That's why it has all these metal bits in it and stuff like that. You don't want that. So I'm probably gonna have to pay extra for them to clean that, or might not. I don't know. But all I know is one of my rods is unfortunately completely done. So not able to use that. All 8 rods were able to be used, but you know, round out a bolt. But So the last thing that I usually take off are these 4 bolts right here, or 5 bolts, right, on the cylinder heads. That's because it keeps them stable on the block. So I usually untorque those, right, in this little untorquing sequence, because my camera just ran out of space. But like I was saying, all these bolts have untorquing sequences, right? I'm not actually going to be taking the cylinder heads off. I'm going to finish this off of camera. I need to get jacks just so I can take the long tubes off for right now. Well, at least unbolt them from back there. I'm going to try to take the long tubes out with the heads being on. The reason is I don't want to undo the long tubes right now. It's too much work. I don't want to do all that work right now, especially having to reach in there from under the car with it on jack stands. I don't want to have to do all that on my back. It's pretty annoying. Even standing up with a lift and putting your arm up, it's a grind, I'm telling you. It took me like probably 7 hours last time. 7 hours total over the span of 2 days. It was bad, honestly. I got one side in one day and then other side in the next. It was pretty bad. But also, when I did that, the V-band, the bolts under the V-band, I faced both of them towards the transmission. So I have to jack the thing up. I did myself dirty on that one. But here you go, right? There's the video for right now. Got nothing else to talk about. I'll talk to y'all later. Hopefully the custom grind cam will be here in the next video. Hopefully, if it's not, it'll be here in the one after that. But I'll talk to you young boys later. Y'all have a beautiful day. Bye.